Thanks, man. I try to look fancy. Yeah, Dave, I have to be wearing a tie. You know, we're solving crimes in the 40s. You don't go to work in the 40s without a tie. Plus, it's an excuse to look good. Not that I need one of those. Anyway, I guess I'll just start her off here. I am going to be posting this on YouTube as well, so I'll give a little intro for the YouTube people. This is one of my favorite games of all time, as far as single player goes. And I don't remember the entire storyline, which is good. I remember how it ends, but I don't remember all the in-between stuff. I did start playing this like a couple weeks ago, but I decided that I'm going to restart and post the whole thing to YouTube. So thanks to anyone out there if you're watching, and I suppose we'll get into this. I'm not going to skip the tutorial because you want to see everything, right? Let's 100% it.
A city on the verge of greatness. A new type of city, based not on the man, but on the automobile. The car. A symbol of freedom and vitality.
I'm also not doing the top button up because no one deserves to be that uncomfortable in their own home.
Where every man can own his own home, and have room to breathe, and not be overlooked by his neighbors. A city where a man's home is his castle. A quarter acre of the dream made possible by victory. A city of opportunists. A city of dreams, where Hollywood will shape the thoughts and desires of the entire planet. A city of pioneers. A city of dreamers. A city of undercurrents, where not everything is as it seems. A 20th century city that will become a model for the world. A city that has no boundaries, that will stretch as far as the eye can see. In the Marine Corps, you deal with the chain of command. Mistakes get made, but you deal with them. You know what you're fighting for and that you're on the same team. But dealing with corruption is like chasing shadows. You never know whether the guy you're talking to is on the pad, or whether it's your partner, or maybe even the watch commander. So who do you trust, Cole? I made up my mind a long time ago.
KGBL calling caller 14 Adam. 14 Adam, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
14 Adam, see the detective an ambulance shooting at 6th and Industrial Street. Unit 16 William requests uniformed assistance for an evidence search. 14 Adam, code 2.
Facial
Roger,
expressions.
14 Adam en route.
Here we go again. They don't request uniforms for an evidence search unless there's some kind of catch.
Ever the optimist.
From the beam of sunshine himself.
There's always a catch, don't you know?
Floyd Rose, homicide. You might back up?
Yes, sir. Phelps and Dunn, Wilshire Division.
We had a shooting took place down this alleyway. We have the Vic, Scooter Payton, a Negro male bagged up and on his way to Central Morgue. Witness says a tall white guy, our shooter, put 2 in the Vic's head and then threw his piece. I need you guys to try and recover the gat.
You want us to look anywhere in particular?
Give it your best shot, guys. The dead guy's a lowlife. I'm not expecting any miracles here.
And if we recover the weapon?
Bag it and return it to technical services.
You hurry up, Floyd. We
I'm
got
outta
places
here.
to be.
Happy hunting.
Search for the gun. I'm really excited to get through this game.
This is a
like I
fist
said, this is one of my favorite games I've ever
Just going
played.
through the motions.
Way back in
Probably
high
right.
school.
Let's just get it over and done.
All right, have it your way. We'll search right up to the back wall. If you still don't
Ding,
come up
ding.
with anything, come find
Not gonna
me,
be anything,
and we'll
but-
talk it out. Two heads are always better than one.
I'm gonna try to find all these newspapers here during the game so we can get the full story here.
Dr. Fontaine, could I have a word?
Of course, young man.
I really enjoyed your lecture, Doctor. Psychiatry seems to have a tremendous amount to offer.
Why, thank you. I'm always happy to receive acknowledgement for my work. The mind is the last great mystery in medicine. Are you thinking of specializing, Mr.
Sheldon.
Does this guy have an accent, or is it just old-timey?
I'm only in second year, Doctor. They fast-tracked me a year because of my experience during the war.
Ah.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Battle fatigue and collapse under duress. Can it be helped?
I would say yes, given the right set of circumstances. Trauma forces the mind to close down, retreat in on itself. We try to find ways to unlock the mind again through a combination of therapy and drug treatment. Hypnosis and therapy are powerful tools in the right hands, Sheldon.
In the right
I've been to
hand.
visit some of the guys at the VA hospital.
These facial expressions in this
My good
game
friend
kill
of
me.
mine, he's so far away. It's like he's wandering
We
around.
went through a lot together.
Yes, Doctor.
Give me his details and I'll make a prognosis. I have a number of clinics in Los Angeles, Courtney Sheldon. And your penance, for your friend's help, is to come and work at one of them in your spare time. With what little spare time a medical student has. Is that a deal?
Is it ever? I can't thank you enough.
I'm not promising a cure, Courtney. I want you to remember that. Every physician has patients that he cannot hope to cure, for whom he can only smooth the path to death.
Don't get your hopes up, kid. Smooth the path to death. Shrink says the mind is the final frontier. But I'll tell you something. And I'll tell you nothing. Gonna ask for advice? Not gonna do that. Not yet, at least. Ding ding.
Shooter put him up against the wall and blew his brains out.
Hell of a way to go.
Doesn't really matter how
And
you
you see
go,
down there,
what
that's
you're
where he
on.
shit himself.
Don't get all deep on me, Phelps.
Oh my god.
Ralph, there's something on the rooftop.
How the hell did you see that?
A reflection in the window. Looks like it might be our weapon. I'm gonna see if I can find a way up there.
All right, don't hurt yourself.
Find a ladder or drain pipe. Okay.
The gun's up on the roof, right? So we need to find a way up. What kind of chumps do these homicide guys think we
Smith
are?
and Wesson, serial
Aha, a gun.
S71893.
Oh, 2 shots fired.
2 rounds fired. And instead of dropping it down a drain, our shooter hoists it up here. Interesting guy.
One in the face and one in the
We should
face.
follow up on this now, before the perp tries to leave town.
See, it says
We have the
investigation
gun,
music
Cole.
stops when
Let's take it
you
back to
found all the
Central.
clues,
We
but I
could
didn't
get
hear
a
music in the first
commendation.
place.
Could show some initiative, Ralph.
That's trouble for me.
See if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot, Cole.
It's a pretty fancy gun. You know a local gun store?
Sure. There's a place a couple of blocks from here.
Let's take some initiative. I wish my character had an old-timey voice. I guess that's kind of just
Sure about
reserved
this?
for me.
It's not really our gig.
All right, let's head to the gun
Doing some
store.
digging. The suits didn't seem to give much of a damn.
Such a little Boy Scout, Cole. You can't wait to get out of that uniform, can you?
You'd rather round up drunks and help old ladies across the road?
I'd rather get through the day without the captain's foot up my ass.
It'll be fine, Ralph. You worry too much.
To the gun store. Wish there was old-timey music to play while we were driving. Whoa. Whoa! We do have an obnoxious siren, though. It's terrible. I'm gonna turn that off. Okay, please move. I think I should have turned there. Oh well. Well, take the scenic route. It's LA, you know.
Officers Phelps and Dunn. Can you tell us anything about this gun?
Smith & Wesson, Model 27, registered Magnum. Chambered for .357, nickel-plated with pearl grips. Same gun used by General Pat.
You're not suggesting he's the owner?
No, I'm not.
You seem to know a lot about the weapon.
I ought to. I sold it. You know, this piece will stop a rhino. These babies are only available special order. Here's my Smith & Wesson order book.
Nice.
Mind if I take a look?
Be my guest.
That lowers the
This is about something
potential
bad,
suspects here.
Model 27 with pearl grips, Cole. You see it on there?
27. Pearl grips. 27. Pearl grips.
We're in luck. Errol Schroeder, 203 South Glass Street. Ordered the gun in February '46. Thanks, you've been a big help.
Anytime. Always happy to help out the LAPD.
February 4th, 1946. Good times. Everyone remembers where they were.
Let's see if he's at home. Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
True.
Okay. In for a penny, in for a pound. Lead the way, Gunga Din.
Gunga Din? Was that a gent riff? Gunga Din, Gunga Din, Gunga Din. Oops.
Now that wasn't so hard, was it? Just because we're in uniform doesn't mean we can't use our initiative.
I guess so. Seems a little too good to be true. One-of-a-kind murder weapon bought locally using a real name? If Schroeder's our shooter, he's no criminal mastermind.
Most of them aren't. That's why they get caught. And 2 out of every 3 crimes are done on impulse.
Another fact from the Phelps Encyclopedia of Thin Air. You really are full of it.
You gotta wonder, like, I wonder what percent of crimes weren't solved back then. I feel like that's not... Jesus, how do I get onto this road? Okay, I'm hoping I can go through this. Nice.
You want me to keep tabs on the path of destruction you're
Oh.
creating? It might come in handy at your trial.
Sorry. Sorry about that one. There's my car. Oh, it looks great. It's a nice little town. I mean, it's LA, but... They say it lives above Moxley's. Dirt.
2.
What do you guys want?
I'm Officer Cole Phelps. This is Officer Dunn, Wilshire Division. You're the owner of a Smith & Wesson Model 27, nickel-plated with pearl grips?
I might be. What of it?
Then you'll be surprised to know that Scooter Payton was murdered tonight with your gun.
You're out of your mind. Scooter? He works for me. I have that gun here in my drawer.
Incentive. He's bad at working?
What the fuck is going on here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder.
Oh,
Cuff him,
shit.
Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this.
Oh my god.
You
On a
ready,
brawl.
tough guy?
Gonna put the jukes on you. Yeet. Boy. Oh my god, flawless victory? Hell yeah.
Ralph, you all right?
I'm fine. I hardly felt it. He's lucky he caught me off guard.
Keep an eye on him, Ralph. I'm gonna take a look around.
See, investigation music plays when you're in a crime scene. Do you hear it? Do you hear the music? I don't hear any music.
List of names and a series of numbers. Floyd Rose's name
Floyd
is in
Rose
this
was
book.
the cop that was on the scene, right? For the dead
Phelps,
body?
we can come out of this all bright and shiny with a commendation. Or stick our schlongs in a hornet's nest. Call it in, partner. And leave the book where you found it.
Officer Phelps, badge 1247, requesting.
You dumb fucking sons of bitches, get in this line now before I lose my temper.
Excuse me, Sergeant, but...
Excuse me? Fuck you. You say another word and I'll break your fucking head and have you in the brig.
Some of us are here for...
I know why you're here, asswipe. I'm having a bad day, Private. Some people don't seem to want to get on this bus.
I didn't ask for your help.
He didn't ask for your help. Can you believe this guy? Who are you two? Abbott and Costello?
We're here for OCS, Sergeant.
So it's the three fucking stooges and you're here for OCS. God help this fucking country and the USMC. The Japanese will do the world a favor and kill you quickly.
Well, this guy's
All
like
three
the
of you on
epitome of
report.
friendliness,
What
huh?
are your fucking names?
Phelps.
Kelso.
Merrill.
Any other gentlemen for OCS? OCS is at Elliott. You take the Camp Elliott bus over there. This bus is for MCRD. This bus is for men who want to fight.
It's a nice introduction. Did we even learn that guy's name? I don't know if it matters or not, but when you're playing detective, you gotta know all the intel.
Well, you picked the right place, Cole. A city that needed an honest cop like a thirsty man needed water. You'd heard the stories, but you weren't interested. You were here to fight the good fight, solve cases, right wrongs. But the force is like politics. There's no sitting on the fence. You have to choose sides. A brown paper envelope or a Greyhound ticket to Palookaville. It could only ever end one way.
All units to 211 in progress and shots fired at Westlake Savings and Loan, 1415 West 3rd Street. Unit to handle identified, code 3.
We'll take that.
I'll take
It's only a
that. We have an
couple
annoying
blocks from 14
siren to help
Adam,
us get there
calling
quickly.
KGPL.
We'll handle the 211.
Roger that, 14 Adam. Be advised, suspects are armed and dangerous.
Roger, KGPL. 14 Adam en route.
Oh yeah, there it is. He's gonna turn it off. There's no cars there. We're joyriding to the bank.
Make it quick, you guys. The cops are here. We gotta move it.
Isn't made by Rockstar, Brandon. Beamden. It's like GTA, but better, because everyone's wearing ties and we're fancy and talk like this. Now let's get 'em. Quick scope, collateral.
Try for the front door. Keep your goddamn head down. Use the cover, Phelps.
Okay, let's exit the cover. I don't remember how to run. I remembered.
We don't know how many are in there.
Aimbot.
Take it slow.
Take it slow, so we rush in, right?
LAPD,
I'm
put
gonna
down
quick
your
scope ya.
weapons. The bank is
Next one's a headshot.
surrounded. I'm offering you a chance to
I'll shoot your face.
Kill a cop, and it's the electric chair.
Buddy, that's great cover. I can see through it, you dumbass.
That's it? We got them all? I think we got them, Cole. Should be all clear.
It should be all clear,
Lieutenant
Cole.
Hopkins says
We got them
anytime
all.
You reach for the shotguns, you're
We
either
did
gonna
it.
End up dead or
Put your gun down, dude. You're freaking me out.
It's okay, Ralph. You did well.
Oh, sorry.
Glad you have
I wish he was still doing this during this
Man couldn't ask
cutscene.
for
You
a
did well in there, Ralph. Thanks, man. Mafia 4. Never played any of the Mafia games. Do the people do this? Hey! I'm shooting in there.
This kind of opportunity comes along once in a lifetime, Hank.
If
I
you
have to
had
grasp it.
one shot,
You have to survive at first.
one opportunity.
Here are the veterans. The Japs love to shoot officers.
If I can make a name for myself,
Cole
in this
Phelps is
war,
E-Minum.
my future.
Thinking of taking
Eminem?
on a company of the
E-minor.
Emperor's finest single-handed? You don't seem the Sergeant York type to me.
When I need your opinion, Kelso, I'll ask for it.
They talk about officers like you in boot camp, Cole. They call it the Custer syndrome. Guys who go around dreaming of fame and glory and getting all of their men killed in the process.
Our duty is to lead, Kelso.
And their duty is to die for your wonderful future?
Phelps is the man. Phelps is the epitome of 40s. Our duty is to lead. Except he should be talking like this, as we've already gone over.